need a pause. She want the east shade, how much it costed? Like an Andre, I spent a band on a that Band-Aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need a...
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Ready.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hey,
Second and 10.
let's go now. Liking, Ace.
Looking to throw. Blackwell. That one caught by Nash. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's second and 10.
Come on. Hey, Bronco 80.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, it's Hall. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
The nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, second down. Now McCarthy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from second and 2 to a tough third and 4. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
McCarthy operating from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on third and 4.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To the air with McCarthy. They'll set up the screen for Hall. takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Come on, set. Let go.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
A handoff for Hall. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Here we go, go.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
60.
Back to throw. Blackwell. He finds his man, complete. That's Nash. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let it take. Hurt. Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Johnston here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 1918. Go.
Off the play fake. Blackwell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm missing about.
Ready up.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Ready. Cougar Knights, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's McCarthy.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Love. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball again on second down.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll empty out the backfield and ready for a third and long. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. quick throw to McBride. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Arian Smith from 4 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And this one is incomplete.
This
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On play action, McCarthy able to get this one to McBride. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Let's go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's complete to McBride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jets are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
70 Lions. Ready.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Okay, ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Looks like they'll move things around here. Now a play fake here on first down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of...
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ball 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Blackwell. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, Jack. 70 Timberwolf. Let's go.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
To the air with McCarthy.
It's caught. Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Arian Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Blackwell.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
2nd down and a yard.
No. Ready.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Come on. Set.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panthers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On play action, now McCarthy.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hawks, Cowboys.
Looking to throw McCarthy. He gets it underneath to Hall. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Going for the knockout punch. He'll try and run. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Now second down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and
operating from the gun. Blackwell. He finds it again. Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, the rookie from Clemson looking good on that one. He gets his guys a first down. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's got this down to the 35. Here's first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. But he did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. But he did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets,
they run their record to 13-3 now on the year.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.